Well, hello and welcome back. We're down to Kato Paphos. We're at the very start of the Kato Paphos Promenade, and we'd like you to come with us as we walk down the promenade, show you some of the restaurants, some of the bars, some of the shops, some spectacular views. But before we do, I'd like to introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the entire world, and her name is Miss Ochin Gracivia Lebouf.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
And again. Now stick with us as we start our little trip down the Kato Paphos Promenade. Here we go. Starting off there on the left, that is the Banya Restaurant Cafe Lounge Bar. And it's got a great view onto the promenade. Over there you've got a jewellery shop, you've got Jack and Jones, which is the favourite shop of two of our superstar subscribers, Jeremy, Simon. Hopefully when you get here we'll go in there and, well, we'll spend a couple of bob, shall we say. Anyway, stick with us. The next one coming up is the Chloe's Chinese restaurant, one of the best restaurants in the whole of the Paphos area, certainly the greatest Chinese restaurant on the promenade area. There's the concierge himself, and he's saying hello to us. There we are. He's a great guy. If you go in there, you're only going to get great service, and you're going to get very good food indeed.
Wow, the duck, crispy duck, and the spring rolls. It's totally to die for. I nearly died when I just buy the small piece of that spring roll.
Right, slight over exaggeration. It was very good. Anyway, this one is the Oats restaurant, and a very good restaurant, and a very big restaurant. Have a look at that. It does pizza, traditional food. It does steaks. It does T-bones. It does spare ribs. The food is very good there. Stuart, thumbs up to you. We've not been there before. You recommended us. Now we've been there 3 times, and on each occasion it's been absolutely wonderful. Gracivia Lebouf was doing a hair up then in one of the Gumbaru cars. In the police car. Because that is the police car there, and Gracivia Lebouf was checking her complexion and her hair.
Is it any law where it says you can't do your hair in the window of police car?
Well, I know we're not allowed to film police men and police women, but we're probably allowed to film police cars. But hey, I'm sure our lawyer Sada, he'll check out the legality for us, and if we get locked up, he'll get us out after Jeremy and Simon have paid the bail money. Stick with us. It's a bit quiet tonight, by the way. Have a look at that. I mean, there's quite a few people out in the blue Mediterranean Sea, so perhaps that's what's going on. But as we come round, I mean, the cafes are half full, should we say. This is the ideal snack bar cafe. Does very good food, by the way. Good cocktails, good coffees in the morning, and croissants. Next door to that, you've got the Aphrodite's gift shop. That's a place that sells traditional Cypriot produce. So that's olive oil, special dried things, chewy things, those sort of things. Not my cup of tea, but I understand a lot of people do like to take them back as little gifts and presents. Next door to that, you've got a souvenir shop, then you've got a jewellery shop, and then you've got the Barracus Lounge Cafe Restaurant. And we got a Gumbaru in there, and his name is Mr. Victor, and he's got a Mancunian wife, and he's been in Cyprus quite a long time indeed. Have a look at that. They're getting ready for a very busy night tonight. Slowly picking up, that's for sure. Gracivia Lebouf?
It's not Baracus, it's Bacchus.
Well, my pronunciation is rubbish. How'd you say it?
Bacchus.
Bacchus. So it's the Bacchus Lounge. To us, Barracus. There we go.
Baracus.
Yes, there we are.
King Evelton
Yes.
is King Elephant.
Yes.
What else you rename?
I rename absolutely everything. Over here we've got the Wooden Pub. I can pronounce that one. That's the Wooden Pub. And that is very popular with expats and locals alike. Next door to that, you've got the Homer's Diamond Shop. Then you've got More for Less. Then you've got Have a Look. And then you've got the Azure, which is the blue cafeteria. On the end, get a nice coffee, nice big croissant for free if you get there before 10:30 in the morning.
On the christening, when somebody christens you, it's a godfather, right? But then he gives you a name, and it's allowed. Mr. Paul, you're a godfather of Paphos places.
Yeah, I'll rename absolutely everything, because I understood that I'm British, and most British people do have problems with getting our tongue around these certain words. So I'll come up with new names for them, like the King Elephant. It's a great hotel in downtown Clorica. I can get that word right. That's the Azure, and that means blue. So that's got a reference to this thing over here, which is the blue Mediterranean Sea, and it's a great feature in downtown Paphos. Nice rocky coastline, which gives more and more character to it. I'm dressed head to toe in blue. All that's actually missing, hold on a minute, she's out of earshot. All that's actually missing is
you.
There she is.
Of course you.
There we are. So stick with us as we continue on our little trek down the Kato Paphos Promenade. And if you are a follower of ours, you will understand that we frequent this area quite a lot, because we believe this is the area where most people want us to be. If you want us to go somewhere else, a hotel or a restaurant, let us know, and if it can be done, we will do it. I mean, some of you will understand that our relationship with some of the hotels is good, and our relationship with other hotels, should we say, is not
matter.
so
we say
good.
little lie for good, yeah?
Yes.
And then we pass, that's it.
Yes, but we will always do the hit and run eventually. We managed to get into the Elysium Hotel third time lucky. We actually had a bit of a troublesome time in the, how do you say it, Assamina Suites.
Yeah. Thank you for the diamond earring,
Yes.
by the way.
I couldn't afford the other side because
No.
that side was too expensive.
It's only one.
Yes, only one side. Look at that, one off. There we go. Absolutely beautiful Gracevia LaBeouf.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
Right, stick with us as we continue down the Kato Paphos Promenade, and we'll share with you some of the businesses, some of the restaurants, and some of the shops on the way. Over there you've got the Alina, if that's how you say it, opticians.
Eliane.
Oh well, there we are,
Godfather.
There we are. Godfather, I've renamed this one. This is where we actually bought Gracevia LaBeouf sunglasses. That's those on her head. We came past here it was actually a cold and windy winter's evening in February, and we actually had a superstar with us, and his name was Mr. Dave Jono. And if you remember Dave Jono, those glasses were actually sitting there, and the next day I came back and tempted them and had a negotiation with a man who's in the back office over there, and I bought them at a fairly decent price, should we say. And Gracevia LaBeouf, to be fair, has looked after them now for more than 6 months. Pop them on, Gracevia
Be
LaBeouf.
careful, because now I like Balenciaga. That one, white again. What a nice! And I'm more than sure.
That's my wallet again is going to get a battering. So, Simon, Jeremy, please get on that plane and get yourselves over here and give us a little bit of help, that's for sure. We need help all the time.
Don't go for a help.
I need the help.
Don't worry, it's about a couple of thousand.
Excellent, only. Right, stick with us as we continue our trek down the Kato Paphos Promenade. We've got a great blue Mediterranean Sea. Have a look at that. And over there in the distance, that is the Kato Paphos Harbour, and that's the castle you can see, and that is the big boy, the Ocean Vision, and that's where all the noise and the music is coming from, because they are ramping up that music, that's for sure. So we'll try not to get too close, otherwise, well, we will get a copyright strike. Now, this could be the Captain's Bistro. Is it the Captain's Bistro? It is. There we are. Look at that. Busy as usual. Always busy. Have a look at that. A very busy restaurant indeed. And they've actually got another cafe upstairs, and that one's called the Captain's View. Why is it called the View? Why? Because of that. Look at that. The greatest view in the world, out over the blue Mediterranean Sea. A spectacular place to sit, eat your breakfast, your lunch, or your evening meal, and have a chat with your family or friends. Have a look at this. Great place. And there's Gracevia LaBeouf in negotiations with him. As time goes on, we are slowly befriending every single member on this promenade. Some of them understand what we're trying to do straight away, and some of them don't quite grasp it. But as time goes on, they're coming to like us, and that's all we ask them to do, be open and friendly. We don't want anything off them. We don't want to kick back a commission. That's not what it's about. We're trying to create good content, hopefully, for you guys. There's the Blue Memories. That's one of the greatest gift shops on the whole of the promenade, and it sells pretty much anything you could possibly want, from hats to scarves to sunglasses to towels to all sorts of trinks and gifts. Gracevia LaBeouf is negotiating with him still. First up, Elite. There we are. Let's keep going. The next little restaurant on our travels is the Moorings. That's the next row of shops. This is a very good restaurant indeed. It's open pretty much all year round. It's got sensible prices, excellent service, and excellent food indeed. Gracevia?
I just said, you remember one time he didn't really
No, he didn't understand.
it's a man of the mood, and he really said to me that I didn't mean anything wrong. You're more than welcome anytime you want to see how it is in the close area of our restaurant. And he said, thank you that you're doing a good job, that the people are coming, you know, you give them an opportunity and chance to see more and more.
Yes, that's right. So, as I've said, we've made another friend. Slowly but surely, we intend to befriend everybody. What's his name? Michael. So his name is Michael. He's the guy in charge of, shall we say, promoting the place. So, as time goes on, we'll get chatting with him and we'll get promoting that restaurant a bit more, because the food in there is very, very good indeed. Now, he's just set up, he's setting up his electric lights, as we can see. Let's pop under there. And he's coming out.
Hello.
Over there. There he is. There's Mr. Paphos. Right, he's setting up his lights for the night on his battery. What does he do? He does temporary tattoos, or some people call them artificial tattoos, whichever you understand. They are only going to last between 10 and 14 days. Very, very good idea, because often people don't want to be tattooed, but they want to have something to commemorate their holiday. Where's my book, Mr. Paphos? He's rapidly hunting for my book. There we are. There's all sorts of designs, but this is my favourite, because I understand a lot of people come out for weddings. So if you're the bride or bridesmaids, that sort of thing, I think that this would be very nice to have on your hands. Obviously, there are other books with other ideas in. There we are, because everyone is different. There's butterflies, even guns. But whatever it is you fancy, you have a chat with Mr. Paphos. If it's perfect English, negotiate with him. 20, 30 euros, and something very, very nice indeed is going to be tattooed onto your body. Silvia?
I was just watching these guns. So if you put this gun here, all you need to shoot somebody to kill, just turn, he's dead.
There we are. Excellent idea. Thanks, Mr. Paphos. Have a good night. He's getting ready to have a bumper night, because tonight, well, tonight is Saturday night, and it's right bang in the middle of the summer holidays, and every Tom, Dick and Harry is here, and every Tom, Dick and Harry is going to get themselves tattooed. Wow, he looks cool tonight. Look at that. Looks very cool. He's off. He's off somewhere. He's probably got a gun or something in there. Ah! There we are. So those ladies forgot their bag, and Captain Tito tried it on, and it wasn't your size. It wasn't your size.
It's not my number. How are you?
Good. You? Busy? Always busy. He's a star. Absolute star. He's in charge of the Harbour restaurant, by the way. Anyway, here we are. Next Gumbarra on our travels. He's over there. There we are. He's sheltering himself from the sun. You all right? Good? Yeah? Busy?
Yeah,
Yes.
now this time, no, but if you see Katerina coming, I think it's
Yes, that tells us something. Yeah.
coming.
If you follow the channel, you understand Katerina leaves him alone a lot of the time, but when she appears, that means there must be money to be made, correct? You're looking beautiful tonight. I like your dress. Very nice indeed. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. There's a few euros. Katerina's going to borrow those euros. Anyway, if you're wondering what he does, if you haven't followed us before, he will engrave your name or message on the grain of rice. There it is in English, Russian and Greek. Then it goes into one of these. You choose the one you want. There's different colour roses and bits and bobs and sands. There's different colour bracelets. And there's a blow up round here to make it easy for you to fully understand what it is. Have a look at that. And that's what you end up with. Could be on a pendant. Different bracelet idea. That one just says fantasy. That one says Katie. So there's all sorts of ideas. Great, great idea. It can be for your dog, your cat, your girlfriend, your auntie. It can be for your wife. It can be for whoever you want it to be. And it only costs how much? 8 euros. 8 to 10 euros. Not a lot of money for a very, very special gift that you can't buy anywhere else in the whole of Paphos, only from him.
In the whole Cyprus, never mind.
Well, possibly in the whole of Cyprus, but certainly in the whole of Paphos. That's the man.
He's the man.
He's the man. All the way from Greece. Thanks, Mr. Konstantinos. Stick with us. Now, this is, without any introduction, she's known as Jenny the Best. There she is. Right, Jenny the Best? There we are. And what she does, she braids the life out of you. That's what she does. And you get to choose the braid, the beads, that sort of stuff, and negotiate with her 15 to 20 euros, and off she goes. There we are. Thanks, Jenny. She's an absolute star. Now, We do have a gumbaru here, so we have to be very careful how we film. So that's how we are very, very careful. There we are. Mediterranean sea sponges, Mr. Chris. He's hiding around the back there, but that's what he does. So you've got small sponges, these bigger ones, odd sized ones, big ones, and you've got these ones that will chop your head off because it's without dirty. There is Mr. Chris. He's hunting down there for something. And over there are lots of gifts and presents and so forth. And you've also got a very, very special thing that he does, and that is these little things. Shark teeth. So what he does, he goes and finds the shark, hunts it, kills it, eats it, shares it out amongst all his gumbarus, detooths it and makes it little necklaces. And he's an absolute star. And he's actually got a son as well, and his son is a Mr. Mike, and he's got a diving centre, and it's called Into the Blue. It's on the internet, on Facebook, he's on TripAdvisor, and he's PADI registered. So if you're looking for someone to teach you how to dive or take you snorkeling, whether you are an amateur or a professional, you're going to have a great, great time with Captain Mike, should we say. Thanks.
Thank you.
Let's keep going on our travels. Number one, there he is. The superstar, Mr. Hector. What does Mr. Hector do? Well, he's a very, very good artist indeed. Portraits, caricatures. Obviously the most popular is caricature. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes. And there he is, sketching away.
He actually can draw from the pictures, from the photos
that's right.
also.
Just so you understand, he's a very, very highly trained artist. Went to art school straight from school, then went to art college and continued on that progression and trained as an artist for more than 10 years. And he's been an artist now for in excess of 30 years. Very, very talented artist indeed. Right, stick with us. Thanks, Mr. Hector. As we continue on our trek, the next person on our travels, she's another braider. Very, very good braider, all the way from Bulgaria. There we are. She's also got a great smile. Whenever she sees us, she's going to smile. Hopefully. Not today. She's not smiling today. She hasn't seen us. She's deep in conversation with one of the gumbarus.
The ladies job. You don't know. Choices, decisions. The girl, Lena, was asking another woman what sort of tent you want.
She was focusing on her
color.
work.
And of course there's plenty of color. For us it's a dark forest to choose something that we want, because we want everything. I would like you to want everything, all the best in this life. I would like you to be happy, healthy. Thank you very much for coming to us every time. We are very, very lucky that we have you. And don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. Please come back for a little bit more of our madness. I'm going to leave you with a spectacular view of the blue Mediterranean Sea, and you're also going to capture the Ocean Vision super yacht as it leaves on its Saturday night evening. Fireworks, you name it, it's going to go on. Party. Have a look at that.
It means it's gone, and my heart is going.